Today, I'm going to share one of my favorite gentle teas to help with irritability, moodiness, anxiety, dealing with stress, or when I have a lot of tightness here and I feel like there's a lot going on. This is very typical of stagnation in the liver qi and the spleen. Liver qi stagnation can show up as irritable or moody, easily frustrated or annoyed when there's a lot of sighing. So when you're doing a lot, or when you're feeling pent up, like you want to vent or cry but can't let it out. And also feelings of stuck, resentment, like there's a lot of pressure inside here. What this means is that the liver and the qi is stuck, and so it manifests as emotions. But it can also manifest physically, such as headaches, tension or tightness in the neck, face, or shoulders, or bloating in the stomach and changes to appetite. For example, you might want to eat more, so that's kind of like stress eating, or you have no appetite. And there's a risk that this stagnation creates heat. Because of that friction in the liver, it'll create more liver heat and fire. And because that's on fire, it's going to make us more irritable. And because we're irritable, it creates more heat. And so there's a cycle that's generated, which we want to break to allow us to calm and really cool that liver fire. So there are 4 main ingredients to this tea. The first one is the dried red roses. Dried red roses are slightly warm, sweet and bitter, and go to the liver and heart. They help move that liver qi, helping to soften that emotional stagnation and gently regulates blood. The next ingredient is Ling or dried poria. Ling is neutral, so it's the perfect ingredient for both cooling or warming teas. It's actually a type of fungus and doesn't taste like much, so it's pretty bland. Ling goes right to the spleen, heart, and kidney, and it really strengthens that spleen qi to help drain dampness and calm the spirit. Then we have the dried tangerine peel. These are warm, pungent, and slightly bitter, and they're an acquired taste and smell. These target the spleen and stomach and helps transform dampness as well. This is where it helps that liver qi flow more smoothly, so it pairs perfectly with the red roses. And finally, I'll add 2 to 3 dried longans for their tonification of the spleen and blood. Dried longans are warm and sweet and perfect for that gentle blood support of the tea. I'll usually drink this tea after breakfast or lunch around mid-morning, and you can always refill with more water as you finish it. You can also have this tea in the afternoon from around like 3 to 4 for a liver qi break. This is when you're feeling like your mood or energy has dipped. Use gently or modify if you're feeling too heaty, such as having a sore throat, acne, or canker sores. Also, if you're concerned about sugar levels, you could remove the dried longans because those are pretty sweet. And I wouldn't take this if you're constipated or your poop's really hard because it is drying and helps eliminate dampness. This tea may be too dry for you right now. So in my cup, I've got 5 to 6 dried red roses, 1 piece of tangerine peel, 3 to 4 dried longans, and 5 dried Lings. There are 2 ways that you can make this. You can either fill and steep in a cup or boil on the stovetop for about 10 minutes. This tea is perfect if you're feeling a little emotional, easily irritated, anxious, or stressed. Happy tea making in support of your liver, and I'll see you next time.